Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Well, hey, I'm simfamous, and we got the shifter. Look at this bad boy. major props to JBM Gaming for sending this out, and a few other gifts. And I was gonna go live at like 2:30. I was like, man, I want to go drive. I can't wait to check this out and have some fun today. And do a little trucking in American Truck Simulator. You know what I mean? I mean, how can you not have some fun when you got the truck right here? You know what I mean? So we got a load of oil, or no, we got a load of gas. We're going to take it over to Nevada today. Try out our shifter, get it going. And man, I'd say let's get on the road. We got the Redneck Hero with hey, Sim. What's happening? What's happening, Redneck Hero? How you doing? Go ahead and jump to the inside. We'll go ahead and get out on that road and get started. Alright, let's go ahead and get in first gear, get our brakes off. Oh, we get rolling. Let's see if we can get out this way. This shifter is pretty cool. Man, I'm super happy to have this and get it working the old 18 speed today. Can we get out here? Yeah, we can get out here. Take it outside, let you see the rig. Rocking that Western Star life today. Got an early morning, we're leaving here. We clear. We clear. We can press the button and go to the next gear, man. I love it. It really makes the throw of the shifter really much more authentic, maybe. And it's just the right height too. But now we shifted, man. We shifted. Rendo Hero says, not too good today, just ain't feeling like myself. Oh, I understand. I've had feelings like that. Hopefully it gets better, my dude. Are you out working today? You got the day off? Get this light to turn green. Heck yeah. And we got it set up where we can float the gears a little bit too. Didn't even press the clutch right then. Just put her in the next go gear. Use use that clutch to slow us down here. We'll make a turn. Swing a little wide here. Watch the tank. Oh, we're gonna hit. We're gonna hit. We're gonna hit. Oh man! First wreck of the day. Would you look at that? I forgot. We rocking a little bit longer truck. It's all right. You got it. Let's go out this way. Well, we up on that curve. And so it's got the switch on the side. We use that. Boom. Up to our next set of gears. And we've only had one wreck since we left. I'm still getting used to the shifter, man. It's a different feel. I love it. We got the Bull Holler with Howdy. What's happening, Bull Holler? We got the new shifter. Thanks to JBM Gaming for sending it out to us all the way from across the pond. Got us a load of fuel. Headed to the old destination. Bull Holler says, see, you graduated. You're looking like a driver now. Right? Right? Got the old shifter up here, man. We can press buttons and all kinds of... It's just... I love it. It's a totally different experience. Like, you know, just put her down into 18th and just let her cruise, man. Totally different feel. And with our setup, having this shifter on gives us that right height to shifter steering wheel, like you see the little bit long shifters in the truck, you know, and some of the videos, like people got to customize Peterbilts and stuff, and they got the longer shifters. It's just the right height, man. Reach over here, grab it. Just the right height. Yeah, you can get extensions on to go way up here, but we got it to where we can get in the camera view. It does kind of give you that cab over feel, having the smaller wheel and everything right here. But man, what a great addition to the old streaming setup here. And being that we don't have the little 8-shifter knob on here anymore, it does really, it's a real comfortable shifter too. I mean, it feels like it would be actual size. It feels comfortable. It's nice to rest your thumb right here on top, man. It's a good deal. Super happy with it. First stream with it, so we'll see how it does. I got it set up where we can float gears too, which is cool. And there's something about having the feel of the shifter, being able to push the clutch in, rev it up, grab you another gear, and just have that look right there, you know what I mean? Really makes it nice. So we got 632 miles on this trip. I swear it even makes the truck sound better. He said it even makes the truck sound better. I was so excited to get on here and stream. Like, I'm not waiting at 2:30. I'm not waiting. I've been down for the last 2 days. Haven't been able to stream because of internet issues. I guess they've been upgrading the internet. So then yesterday I was going to do a live stream, and I went live. But before that, my computer system had a whole like firmware update, and unbeknownst to me, when that happened, it changed all my settings inside OBS and what the microphone was selected, and oh man, it was a mess trying to find it all, but we got it now. I hate having to take 2 days off when I, don't have to, but didn't have a choice, I guess, really. Bullholler says, if you catch the shifters right, no need to rev the RPMs. Nice. Yeah, so I've been experimenting. Like, let me get down here in 17th. Back in 17th. I'm going, and then I'm letting off the... Right there, I didn't use any clutch. Just let off the throttle. Yanked her down into 18th. Now, can you go back to 17th without pressing the clutch, or do you need to rev up, or do you need to press the clutch to downshift? Can you float gears downshift or only upshifting? Let me know. You guys are the pros. I'm thinking we should get a nice update to American Truck Simulator here soon. Redneck Hero says both ways. And the Bull Holler says you can float downshift, just learn your truck. Okay. So I basically got to look for that RPM range. Let's see. Oh, oh. We teared the transmission out of it, man. Almost had it. Come on, you get gear, baby. Come on. Oh, got 17th. Might got some metal in the transmission, but we did it. We did it. I got to figure out what RPM band we were at when that happened, though. We get it learned, though. We get it learned. We get it. Bando Cura says, yep, you have to learn your truck. That's the key to shifting. That's what I'm excited about, is getting something like this and then messing around with certain trucks and seeing, just getting that, forgive me, but that more realistic feel while driving. Bull Holler says, listen to the engine. She will tell you how to work her, and also if you use your RPMs, just pay attention to what RPM you use when you first get into gear. Okay. Now, in the American Truck Simulator, have you guys discovered if each truck is a little different, or is the pattern kind of similar? Like, is a Kenworth or KW going to give me different shift points, basically? Well, we got to get over here. Redneck Hero says, like for my Pete 379, in real life, low side is 1,000 RPM, and on the high side is 1,500. Okay. Waller says, it's the mother and trans setup. Okay. Redneck Hero says, each truck is different, just like in real life. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty fantastic thing. So right now I'm setting about 1,200 RPMs in 17th, and if I let off, I'm able to go right into 18th, no problem. Let's see. Okay. Let me try 18th again here. I'm just going to kind of be experimenting a little bit as I go. Not the whole way, but, you know, trying to learn it. Let's see. Okay. Let me try 18th again. I'm just practicing before I try it. Now, before you guys downshift without using the clutch, do you guys rev up the RPMs a little bit in order to downshift, or do you just go straight in? Do you let off the throttle? Educate me. I am here to learn. Well, I was riding the clutch there a little bit. Easy. So about 1,400 RPM, it went in pretty good there. Okay, I got a smooth shift in. Redneck Hero says, I just let off the throttle and then he goes right into gear every time, even when I'm shifting up. Okay. Bull Holler says, if you're shifting down and you're in a high gear, a high speed than the lower gear calls for, and you slow down slower than the gear you want calls for, rev it up. Okay, I see. I see about 1,400 RPM seem to be the sweet spot for my downshifting. That's pretty cool. Thanks for all your help, fellas. I'll be practicing that later on. So what's new with everybody? What's happening? I know Redneck Hero says you're not feeling yourself. Are you sad about something? You feeling kind of sickly? You just kind of got that blah blah, you know, case of the blah blahs? He said a case of the blah blahs. I put about an hour and a half on the treadmill yesterday. And then once I get done with the live stream today, I'm going to be back out on that treadmill again. Make sure we're clear to get over. Man, floating gears, that's a whole fun new experience. I love that. Mendo Curio says, just sick and feel like I'm in a daze. Okay, I understand. I was noticing all my social media stuff today. Seems like a lot of people are kind of feeling sick, or there's a couple of people I noticed had like double pneumonia and all kinds of stuff going on today. And we're going up this hill now. Man, it's heavy. Oh, miss him. There we go. You got a lot of traffic out today, looks like. Redneck Collar says, or not Redneck Collar, I'm sorry, Redneck Collar. The Bull Holler says, turn them flashers on if going under 45. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Speaking of flashers, I need to set them real quick. They're supposed to be F on the keyboard, but every time I press F on the keyboard, it never works for some reason. Oh, they've been deselected. See, this is some, like, how does that happen? The hazard warnings are off, even though I've had it, like, I don't know, turned on for ever and a day. So we'll get that set again. And we're going to change our air horn to this button. And while we're here, we're going to change our engine brake toggle to over there. Flash is coming on. Yeah, I had that firmware update and everything just, I don't know why or how, but it changed so much stuff for me. Redneck Hero says, so according to my buddy that has that truck, your shift range from low to high gears is 1700 to 1850. Okay. And that's for pulling heavy tankers. Nice. Thanks for that info, man. I'll keep that in mind as I practice. 1700 to 1850. Redneck Hero says, you're welcome, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, does the trucking simulator, speaking of flashers, does it have auto hazards that turn on at 45? Like has auto lights? I don't think it does it? Let's see, let's see if we can get it up to about 1700 RPMs. $15. Went right in at just over 15. Bull Holler says nope. Redneck Hero says which one? Auto flashers? Is that what you're asking about there, Redneck Hero? I've been looking at the shifter. I done got lost in what we were talking about. My bad. Ooh, there I am. No, there I am. And there you guys are. Let me try this. Does this work? Yeah. We can hit the button up here now. Turn on our Jake brake. Oh, I was wondering, Redneck Hero says, which truck did you ask that had them? Oh, I was asking if, was it like a setting in any truck in real life that has like auto hazards that we click on at 45? Or does the SES game have that, like they have the auto lights and auto wipers? And then Bullholler said no, I think, for answering me back there a little bit. And also, have you guys used a truck in the game that has like the or a transmission that has like a one high, one low, two low, two high, that type of transmission? Have you guys used those in the game? And does it work like if I'm in one high and I let off the throttle, flip the button, will it go to the, or one low to one high? Redneck Hero says real trucks doesn't have auto flashers. I didn't think so. I didn't think that was a thing. But I wasn't sure. Oh, and I have another question. Do you guys, when you have Jake brake on, do you, like, say you're going down the hill, like how we're getting ready to go down this hill here. If you guys got your Jake brake on and you let off of it, right? Do you guys also downshift with your Jake brake on? Is that a thing? Redneck Hero says the transmission that has the one high, one low, one high is equivalent to an 18 speed. That's all that is. Okay. Redneck Hero says yes, sir. And then Bull Holler says you can. Well, see, the reason why I asked that is I was on Facebook this morning and I saw someone post that if you're shifting gears with your Jake brake on, you're a moron. And I was like, it doesn't feel right in my head, even though I'm not a real trucker and I don't know anything about it. But just from playing the simulator and watching everybody and talking to all you guys, I'm like, I feel like that's not a right thing. But I was just curious, because I know there's some guys that are real truckers on here who obviously can tell me legit what's up. Oh, okay. Let's see, we've got 313 miles left. I keep watching that 45 miles an hour mark. I'm like, I'm not there, I'm not there. I got my flasher button ready, you know what I mean? And I remember watching some people in older trucks, they would have to double clutch before the transmission would take the gear. Is that still happening in some of like the newer trucks, or is that more of an older truck thing? I remember I had some people that had a Greyhound bus from the 50s, and you'd have to double clutch it in order to get it into gear. Bennett Carroll says, nope, older trucks. Oh, okay. I remember that the clutch they had in that bus was forgive me if this is the wrong word, but the clutch was like hard to press, so I don't know if you call it tight or whatever, but I remember it was like they had to really press it down to get that clutch to go in. Bull Holler says, only rookies do that now, and people that has been taught to do that for years. Okay. And guys, so when you're in reverse, I noticed some of these trucks have 1 through 4 reverse, like low, high. I would imagine if you've got a load on and you're trying to back something heavy up, you'd put it in your low reverse, right? And it seems like the high reverse in this game is a little fast. Is that sort of true to real life? Sorry, I got a lot of questions with the shifter and stuff. It's like all these new things I'm learning. Yes and yes, Bull Holler says. Okay. Because basically what I'm trying to do is I want to learn as much as I can from you all. And then like, so when I do these live streams, I want to add as much realism to my driving as I can from a simmer's perspective, but also, you know, just from being, obviously I'm an older adult, I'm 44 years old, I've been around trucks, I've been around buses in the music business and things, so I have some knowledge. So I kind of want to kind of combine the whole world of, you know, what you guys do versus what I'm doing here. And I really want to work on, like, I want to reinstall the mirror mod to where it gives me that more true FOV for my rear view mirrors. And then I really want to work on, like, when I back into places, just using my mirrors only, not going out of the truck. You know, being that we got the gear shift and the steering wheel and the clutch and the pedals and all that stuff. Because I really enjoy the challenge of backing up into some of these places by just using the mirrors only. I do wish the mirrors had better FOV, and I'm sure I could probably change that in the config files. I just got to figure out where that is. Because I enjoy that challenge. Alright, we can pass the way station. We ain't got to stop. We got the go green, so that's good. And then also, so what I want to do is I need to get like, I want to get like a checklist, and I want to get it on a piece of paper and a board and set it over here. I got a wall over here right beside the gaming rig. If you look at some of the YouTube videos I have, you can see there's like a fake brick wall right over here. But I want to put up a checklist, and I want to get a, you know, one of those, like, what are those boards called? It's got, you know, it's got the pin on it, and, you know, you can hold paper. What is that called? I want to get one of those so I can do like a proper walk around of the truck, you know, like a pre-trip. I want to do that. And then since we don't have the, what's it called, the electronic, is it EFB, or to where it keeps up with your time and how far you've been driving and all that stuff, what's that called? I want to sort of do like some paper logs, maybe write down, okay, the mileage on the truck or something. ELD, there you go. Yeah, the log books. I want to have like a log book and write it down on paper here, kind of old school. You know, before we take off, I got my pre-trip, you know, I check that, and then because I have a printer over here, you know, I could print out something and just do a basic, you know, normal old school logbook, you know, okay, we went, you know, 1,500 miles a day, something for fun, you know. That being said, you know, it will make the streams a little longer, even on short trips, because I would do that same process. But I just think it'd be kind of neat, like an immersion type thing for me. And it might be kind of fun for people to watch, and you guys can kind of teach me what to do along the way. Bandit Hero says, you can buy them at Love's, they're not that much, or I can send you some that I have a bunch of. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd love to have an actual logbook and just sort of, you know, I think it'd just be kind of neat to have that. Because I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream coming up, and the way that that's going to work is I'm gonna have a camera mod to where we can get in the back of the cab of the truck in the sleeper. And then someone will do a 24-hour live stream, but I'm gonna drive. What are you guys allowed to drive? Is it 10 on? How many hours are you allowed to drive during the day? Scatpack says this channel's getting too serious. Unsubscribing. Unsubscribing, deleting. What's happening, Scatpack? Ugh. Bullholler says you can get an app thing another YouTuber created that you can keep up with all that on your phone or tablet. I have a tablet too. Bullholler says legally 11. Redneck Hero says you can drive 11, but they only allow 10. Okay. So what I want to do for a 24-hour stream is I'm going to start early in the morning, real life time here, you know, like 5 a.m. or something, early in the game, drive, and then I'm going to take a full lunch because I can do that here, right? I'll pull over to a rest area, take about an hour break because, you know, 24-hour stream is going to be pretty long. Grab a lunch or whatever, maybe even just drive through lunch. Heck, I might even make a bologna sandwich or something here on the live stream and eat while we drive. But then for the overnight, I'm going to put the camera in the truck in the back of the sleeper. I'm going to have another screen that might play like a movie or some sort of something on it, so it looks like you're watching a movie. And then I'm going to let that stream all through the night while I sleep in real life here at home. And this will kind of be like, if you guys tune in or whatever, you'll hear the truck running, just like we had the generator on. You'll be in the back of the cab, might be TV playing, might be TV off. But it'd be just like someone's asleep, you know, and it'll just be a stream of the truck setting at a rest area for 8 hours. Then I'm going to get up the next morning, grab a coffee, do a pre-check before we leave, head back out on the road. That's kind of my ideal. Oh, I hear dogs barking. Let me pull over, guys, go see what's going on. Maybe they might have visitors or something. Let me double check, guys. I'll be right back. And get pulled over here and get our flashers on. Alright, guys, I'm going to give you the intermission screen. Okay, chat. We back. False alarm. Dogs just being dogs. Alright, back down in... Oh, I got buttons. I can press buttons. I love it. Okay. Brakes coming off. Right. Sorry, brakes coming off. Missed the gear. Come on now, baby. You guys didn't hear nothing. Scatback says, hey. Good to see you, Scat. Bullholler says, me, when I was doing my thing, I was driving 36 and 42. Putting them in, huh? Yeah, but it's going to be kind of neat to have 24 hours of American Truck Simulator and just 8 hours of sleeping. I should put in like a snoring sound. Maybe a rain sound or something. So basically I'll be driving for 12 to 14 and then resting. It'd be unique. It sounds like this truck's got a miss in one of the cylinders. It's a like it's got a little miss in it. Might have to take it, get it worked on. But once again, I do want to give a shout out to Redneck Hero for the mud flaps and things that you've sent. A shout out to It Is Now for sponsoring the webcam here that you're seeing. And a shout out to JBM Gaming for sponsoring the gear shifter right here. So I appreciate that. And then a shout out to everybody who is watching. Bullholler says, you got some bad cheap fuel. I think that must be what it is. I gotta get some diesel treatment. He said gotta get some diesel treatment. My DEF tank's getting stopped up. He said his DEF tank's getting... Does a DEF tank get stopped up? I don't know. Bullholler says yes. I thought so. It seemed like it'd be something that would happen, you know. $47 miles on this first trip, fellas. And after the live stream today, I got to hit the old treadmill again. I got it set outside on the patio. So it's going to be 92 degrees today out here in Arizona where I'm at. So it's going to be a warm day to go for a walk. Speaking of fuel, we are getting a little low actually. just now looked over at it. We got about a quarter of tank. About to no less. About to the red. So we're gonna need to pick up some fuel. So this shifter, it was pretty much plug and play other than setting up the buttons. It was very easy to put onto the Logitech 8 shifter as well. And it feels really solid. Man, it seems like a really nice piece of equipment here. Now I need to get me some sort of little button box for right in here. I need to get me a coffee pot to set in the truck here so I can make coffee while... Wouldn't that be cool? Have me a coffee pot over here. You guys can watch me make coffee as we go down the road. I don't know any other simmers got a functional coffee pot in their sim rig. Old air horn. Oh, wrong gear, wrong gear. Right idea, wrong button. I'm still learning, I'm still learning. I'm clear. And so if you guys were driving, say you're pulling this tanker, would you skip some gears? Would you go, say, 1/3, 5? Or would you go through each one? Or would it depend on maybe if I was going up a hill? Redneck Hero says, I have the whole setup. I've made it myself. Even has working LED lights and gauges. Ooh, nice. Fuel light just came on, fellas. I knew we were going to get that yellow light, so that's why I'm just kind of creeping along here. Bull Holler says, loaded depending on how heavy. I wouldn't skip. Okay. Redneck Hero says, yeah, I normally skip gears if I'm not heavy. All right, see, two professional drivers telling me very similar things, so that makes a lot of sense to me. Oh, getting gear yet. You guys ever cuss your truck? And what would be considered heavy? What would be my poundage? He said poundage. What am I looking for there? Might thinking anything over 10,000 pounds. I love how it feels in the neutral position with the gear shifter here. It's got more of that realistic, like, oh yeah, it's in neutral. Wobble wobble. Redneck Hero says anything around 50,000 and up. Okay. Would you always pull out in first gear? Redneck Hero says yes. Okay. Father says second if your motor is big enough. That's what she said. All right, where do they want us at here? We in the back today. Ooh, that's kind of a tight fit. That's not gonna make it there, is it, fellas? Yeah. That's what you thought. Redneck Hero says, and also you can only haul 80,000 unless you're a heavy hauler and have your permits that allow you to haul more. Okay. Bull Hauler says, or you haul livestock and or grain and avoid scales. Right, there you go. So, and also when I'm in delivery here, um, when you get into, let's say, the yard or the place of business, would you guys always have your flashers on then as well? Or is that kind of up to you when you're at the spot? Or is that required at some places? These are all little things I want to add to the stream as we go. Redneck Hero says it's just courtesy to do it, and I don't do it all the time. Okay. We get them on for now. Bull Hotter says it's required at some places when you're a dock pumper, tanker, and so forth. Okay. Here we go. A little bit more. Let it roll on back. Perfect. Brakes coming on. We get that unhooked. Well, chat, that was great. I really had a good learning experience. I'm actually thinking I'm going to end this live stream for now. I've got some things on OBS I want to work on. And I might do another stream later today. But there's some things with the video output I want to work on. And I also wanted to work on trying out the shifter and get some of your guys' ideas so I know how that goes. Uh, Bullholler says, when I hauled grain, gravel, asphalt, and cattle, I never was legal weight. That's like me right now. I'm not even legal weight. He says not legal weight. But I also, and what I want to work on is when I'm watching the live stream, my truck is not, it looks a little like the screen is stretched. So I want to see how I can fix that to where I'm actually seeing what's in front of me and on the screen. And I just noticed it, and I don't know how long I've been streaming like that, but the truck looks a little like stretched, if you will. Like it's not as true to the actual game. So I want to work on that for a little bit and see if I can get that fixed back up. With that being said, chat, I am getting out of here, and we'll be back either later today or back on this their Monday through Thursday streaming. But see how my truck looks like it's a little different. Well, rock stars, I will see you guys later. I'm gonna head out of here and work on that because I'm always trying to improve the stream, work on things, make it better. Redneck Hero says we also need to do a rolling CB interview. Yes, yes, that's also something I'd like. Maybe we could do that next week. Once you're feeling better, and also when I'm able to get those mud flaps and the things that you've made uploaded, maybe we could do that and sort of feature it together at the same time. That'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be a good idea, Redneck Hero. Keep in touch so I don't we don't forget about that idea. All right, rock stars. This is where I will bid you adieu. And I think that means buy, but I'm not sure. Hopefully, it doesn't mean I'm buying something like bidding. He said bidding. All right, let's try out the ending screen. The last time I tried out the ending screen, I pressed end, and I didn't mean to. That's just showing a black screen. Huh. Maybe it's this one. See what I mean? Oh, there it is. Did I get it? I think I got it. All right. We'll see you later.